You need to stop practicing being lazy, and that is exactly why you're lazy. Listen, I used to think, I've been lazy for a long time. So I would think that, okay, I'm lazy now, but maybe I will change, maybe the next day, or maybe after a few months, not a few months, but like for after a few days, automatically, I'm gonna change. I will do things I have to do, right? And I was thinking that, yeah, I am lazy now, but I'm gonna start. Today it's alright, right? And obviously, the next day would come, I would say the same thing. Months would pass, right? But one thing I would think to myself is that I am lazy right now, and let's say I remain lazy for the next 5 months, right? I would think that my laziness would be the same, but that is not how it works. Every time I'm not, like every time I feel lazy and I know I have things to do and I do not do them, what am I doing? I'm practicing being lazy. And what happens when you practice something? You get good at it, right? I'm getting good at being lazy. So over time, what happened? I became way more lazy, like way, way more lazy, right? And I was like, why am I so lazy? But then I was like, I was looking back and I was like, you know, I have been more lazy. Like, why has my laziness increased so much? Because I have practiced it, right? Every time I would have things to do, I would be lazy. Oh, I don't have to do it right now. I don't feel like doing it. And in that moment, if I choose to do the thing which I have to do, what am I doing then? I'm practicing being disciplined. I'm not disciplined at that moment, but I'm practicing that. Now, if I do that over and over and over again, what's going to happen? I'm going to get disciplined. Again, you always you're always practicing something, right? In this case, it's either laziness or like being lazy or being disciplined. So, if you want to end your laziness, the moments where you feel the most lazy, you will not really want to do anything. You won't want to do the things you have to do. You just have to push yourself. Those are the moments where you change things, right? And it's like it's not gonna happen in 1 or 2 days or even in a month. It takes time because if you are lazy, you probably have been lazy for a long time, right? And discipline is a skill. It takes time, right? So is laziness, right? You're practicing it right now. Instead of doing something, you're watching this video. What are you doing? You need to go and do some work. So you're always practicing something, and in this case, you're practicing being lazy. So how do you quit that? Like I said, the moments where you feel the most lazy, try to push yourself. And it's not that really that easy, to be honest. I know what that's like. You like, I know I should do things, but I feel lazy. So, you know, like is this like you also feel guilt because you have things to do, but you're being lazy and you can't do something about it, right? This is another thing. Yeah, if I talk about that, two topics will be like uh, I'll get them mixed and it's gonna be a little complicated. I'll make a different video about that. But the point of this video is that if you remain lazy, if you like, you know, if you have things to do today and you do not do them, you're practicing being lazy, and over time, what's gonna happen? You're gonna become way more lazy, right? Understandable, but here's another thing. The time that like the amount of laziness that you have right now, right? And how much time is going to take for you, and how much effort and time is going to take for you to be disciplined from this moment. It's going to take some time, right? Let's say it's going to take a month, and let's say you keep on being lazy, and after 5 months you start to do things you have to do. Obviously it will take time to get disciplined properly, but the time is going to be a lot more. It will not be 1 month, it could be 3 months even, because you are more lazy. So because you're more lazy now, it's going to be more harder to be more disciplined. So again, if you are if you're lazy, you need to stop you need to start being more disciplined now. If you don't, it's going to increase the laziness, and let's say a year later you might start, it's not going to work because you're just way more lazy. This is your chance, you do it now. Because I mean, I'm not saying you can't do it after 1 year, you can, but the thing is, time will first, a whole year would be wasted. Second, that what were they talking about? Yeah, a whole year would be wasted. Come on, a whole year would be wasted, and it's gonna take way more time for you to get disciplined after 1 year compared to how much time it's gonna take for you to be disciplined now. So you need to start being more disciplined, and obviously, it's not really that simple, but you need to change that. And I'm gonna make a video about how exactly we can do that, but